about the relationship of mentor and mentee and how you guys have done so much great work over the years, and just how that relationship has been sustained well beyond Jeanne as your student.
Yeah, I appreciate that question. And, it's not an easy one to describe because, admiration and appreciation for people evolves over time. And it certainly has, to the point where there are just so many examples of what um, she knows and how she thinks that improve what I know and what I think. And I I know that there is a really important part of transitioning from mentor to collaborator. And it occurred actually pretty quickly and seamlessly. And I feel pretty comfortable saying without any conversation. So I really don't know when, but it was pretty fast, as you could imagine, Liz, knowing Jeanne, because she's so capable and so thoughtful. And you don't really kind of think of her as someone who is acquiring information from you. You think of her always as someone who's exchanging it. And I remember so many times when she would ask me a question that I sort of half knew the answer to and probably gave her a half answer. And Jeanne would not go away. I mean, everyone else, I would give them these half-baked answers and they would be somewhat satisfied. She would come back and ask me again. So I would actually have to learn something about what I was responding in more detail so that both of us could co-develop knowledge around that question. I can come up with one very specifically that I remember, and she probably remembers it too, but it has to do with calculating effect sizes and not considering pretest differences. That question may have come to me like 3 times. I got a better answer and I think she was satisfied, but I learned at the same time.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, Jeanne, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I appreciate that. And I hope that there's even an inkling of something that Sharon could have learned from me. I do think we collaborate well together. But, it's still the case that, speaking of working with kids, we have an after school reading project going on right now. And I was just in one of those sites a couple days ago. And every time that I am working with kids, especially with a teacher who's also working with kids, so that was the case here where we were kind of working together and helping out, Sharon always pops into my mind because when she walks into a room with kids, it is energetic. It is a light. I mean, the kids just really respond to her. Teachers respond to her as well. And I don't know that I have that same energy. And I always think to myself, okay, what would Sharon do? What should I be doing right now that would make this, even better than what I'm currently doing? But I think we also have worked well together over the years, as many collaborations do when you have different puzzle pieces. And I do tend to focus a little bit on details, and that might frustrate Sharon at some points, and she is very big picture, more so than I could ever be, and that really helps me as well.